Today I'm going to be doing a grand campaign as the Sultanate of the Ottomans in Europa Universalis 5. Our goals for this grand campaign are to become the most powerful empire the world has ever seen and conquer the entire regions of the Balkans, Anatolia, the Crescent, Egypt, and maybe even more. This is where we left off last time. Our consolidation of Anatolia is almost complete, with almost all of it being under our control. We have crushed the Byzantine Empire and taken control of the city of the world's desire, Constantinople, moved our capital there, and we have started our campaign into the Balkans. Now, for episode 2 of this grand campaign, it's time to continue with just that. It's time to wrap up the conquest of Anatolia, push further into the Balkans, and finally start expanding into the Crescent and maybe even Egypt. This is episode 2. Check out episode 1 if you haven't already. Links will be in the description and in the pinned comment. But now, let's jump in as the Sultanate of the Ottomans. Alright, here we are back as the Ottoman Sultanate, ladies and gentlemen, in episode 2, and we are looking mighty good. 11th greatest power in the world. We have already elevated our country rank to a kingdom rank from a duchy. Basically, we start off as the Beylik of the Ottomans. Now we're the Sultanate of the Ottomans. We have all of these subjects right here in Anatolia. We have, a couple of subjects in the Balkans as well. Lots of people are mad at us, but hey, we actually don't care. That's right, we actually don't care. Got a standing army up, got nice fleets going, making lots of money from trade and stuff like that, increasing our control and grasp over our central lands. We've accepted Greek culture, so a lot of it is fully our cores, as you can see. And yeah, man, it's time to continue. I wonder why are my borders looking kind of weird? Why are my borders looking kind of weird? Either way, man, like I just said in the intro, it's time to continue with our, with our expansion campaign. We're gonna go into these guys over here, take over the Armenian highlands, push into the, Italian and French guys in southern Greece, and push even further into Serbia and Bulgaria. These are the regions we gotta get to: Balkans, Anatolia, Crescent, Egypt, maybe more, and the area of the Armenian highlands. Alright, institutions have started spawning in the Age of Discovery. Of course, we have embraced everything so far except for meritocracy. Interesting, unique event right here, the Imperial Arsenal. We start constructing an Imperial Arsenal, which is excellent, sounds good. Build more ships the other way. No, our destiny lies between our army. No, we're gonna take it. We're gonna take it. Yeah, it's gonna be better than the one in Venice. Frick the Venetians, they're never successful anyway. In fact, do they even exist? As always, Venice seems to have disappeared. Verona is just too powerful for them, man. Verona is just too strong. I'm actually gonna go with open institutions here for education of the elites. Just got an event where I could lose 20 stability or gain 20 stability. What do you think I picked? Very interesting event right here, a foothold in Italy where we can link up with Venice, who apparently still exists in here? No, that's Naxos. Where the hell is Venice? Right here. Are they independent? No, they're not independent. Okay, I can link up with Venice and, get some cool things. We can actually get claims on southern freaking two Sicilies, man, right here and stuff like that. But I really wasn't planning on expanding in Italy this campaign, at least not this early. The time is not right. I mean, nah, that's not something I would do right now, honestly. Yeah, I do want to fight the two Sicilies, don't get me wrong. They actually do have stuff over here that I want, and of course subjects over here, so it is kind of a CB on them. Hey, Albania, Croatia, Pope. Yeah, we can easily crush these guys, man. Yeah, but with that CB, we'd have to land here. Nah, I'm gonna do it later. Time is not right. Alright, Parliament came around. I've gotten a CB on the Sutaids right here, which are a subject of the Gilearids, along with everyone else over here. Ah, these guys are here. Nice. We're gonna go to war against them, basically because everyone is their subject right here. We're just gonna take everything that everyone has in the Armenian highlands, although we need stuff over here too, so depending on aggressive expansion, I might take more, but yeah, this right here is the main goal that we're gonna feed all of it to Erzurum. That's right, might even give them this little bit too, because I'm giving them all of the, well, most of the Armenian stuff right here, because I want to improve opinion with Armenians so we can accept it later, so it turns into our cores, blah, blah, blah. But before that, let's actually wait and fight these Bulgarian guys that are about to rise up here. The Timur system government reform. Now, we got a 6 out of 6. What do we got? The Beylik, of course, autocracy, Diplo traditions, legacy of the Ottomans, Pashas, and Enderun. We can add this one, so we'll have a 7 out of 6. Cav power, cav maintenance, progress to aristocracy. Yeah, it's unique, and I love everything that's unique, so let's go ahead and add it up. Okay, well, I'm mostly in position. Let's go ahead and declare on the Sutaids right here. Got the CB. Of course, everyone comes in, but we already beat these guys once when we cleaned up Eretna. So, let's go. Okay, interesting. I'm not fighting everyone that I thought I would fight. Are these guys not? When did these guys become independent? Alright, actually not gonna be too aggro here, man. Wait, who is... Yeah, what I was saying is not gonna be too aggro yet right here. There's a lot of provinces here, man, and if we do a lot of this manually or through subjects, it's gonna be, oh, so painful. So this would be really nice to start conquering. I mean, shoot, dude. Honestly, in the age of absolutism, but we're not gonna be playing that far, are we? Or we might, I don't know, but it's just... God damn, it's gonna take so long to core up. It's like when you can integrate areas later on, that's when conquest really starts ramping up, and these are like huge areas compared to like Europe and whatnot. But still, a lot of people are really mad, so this is the only thing I'm gonna do. Just the Armenian Highlands bits over to Erzurum, and then let's take war reps and all of these guys' money. There we go. We're gonna get back here later. It's not a big deal. There are a couple of more guys we can do, like a Jole Mark right here, and Hakari and Zerzari. I don't even know. Yeah, some of these are Jalaerid vassals, but these guys aren't, right? Wait, they are. What the hell then? Why weren't they in the war? They're a different type of subject. Yeah, because I haven't fought the Europeans for a while, man. None of them hate me, of course, except for Serbia and Bulgaria, which I beat their ass. Just annexing, you can't see it because it's right behind me, but annexing Girmian and Menteşe right here. We're chilling, so we're just slowly taking care of all of the subjects in Anatolia right here. And yeah, already did a little bit of a parliament. I think we're gonna chill for a little bit more and then just go back to the Balkans, man. If we do Bulgaria, yeah, I got a little bit of a coalition going here. It's actually not even a problem at all. I might even focus on the southern Greece guys a little bit. Honestly, hit the 2 Sicilies in them. It's gonna be really expensive to take this stuff down here because there's actually so much of it. So we better get started, honestly. What about Candia? Yeah. Just the subject of Venice. We can take out Candia and Venice here, no problem. Just feed it like Alta or Arcadia or something, unless they've culture converted, which they have, so it doesn't really matter. And non-cultural levy size. Finally, man, I researched the recruitment law, which I actually meant to do way earlier, but the Devshirme system is like... It's crazy. It's crazy. Plus 25% non-cultural levy size. How much non-cultures do we have? A lot. Okay, let's go in on Candia right here and eat up them in Venice. I think I'm going to create another subject here that's, you know, a Venetian culture subject that I'm going to give a lot of these islands to because they've become Venetian. Let's just wait for a diplomat and we'll go in. War declared, sieging them down, annex Menteşe. Okay, cool. We are done here. Gonna annex everything. It's quite a lot of different provinces. Jesus Christ, that's not that... It's not that much aggressive expansion, bro. Come on. Like, chill the frick out a little bit. Jesus. Okay, so that's done. Gonna pop a Venetian subject here, and I'm actually gonna give these 2 over to Arcadia. Look at what that did. Look. There can't be that many people there, man. It can't be, like, that dev'd. It can't have that high of a tax base. I don't get it. You're kidding me. I thought I had it on historic, man. Demak is in Majapahit. How the hell did the printing press spawn there? I swear I had these on his, like, ugh. And that's the most important one. Or did I do that after I started this game? Because I had it on, like, you know, like, plausible, but then I swapped it to actual historic locations. But I guess since this is a save before that, yeah. Well, this absolutely sucks. Oh, well, it's gonna make it more fun. Hey, if I don't have those things, these guys won't either. Boys, you know what I think it's time for? I think it's time we get started on this right here, because, you know, it's so aggro with the European guys, and we got time. There's not that much to conquer this way, but there's actually so much to conquer down this way, so it makes sense that we focus. And who better to focus on than the Mamluk Sultanate of Egypt? Now, I was one of those guys that was moping for years in EU4 that the Ottomans should be able to conquer the Mamluks in one war or two, like they did historically, right? And finally, in one of the final DLCs for EU4, man, that ability was added. I hope we don't have to wait 5 years to make the Ottomans conquer all of Egypt. I really don't. I think it should be possible, man. I think those types of subjects should make a comeback in EU5. Like, just make it the same as in EU4, man. Going off of, like, areas or whatever, make the Ottomans own half of the Levant, and then give them that CB that makes the Mamluks their subjects or something like that. But yeah, let's give this a shot, man. Let's give this a shot. So there's Fabricate CB on the Mamluks for, I don't know, that right there. Too bad we can't threaten war just yet. We're not a great power, but that's what we're gonna do. So yeah, CB acquired. Egypt obviously has a million different subjects, but hey, so do I. So who's scarier? Well, they're scarier. What the hell? They are scarier. In fact, they have a lot more levies than me, man. I can't really even get that much. I did build up a second army. I mean, frick it, let's do it. What's the worst that can happen, man? Frick it. There we go. War declared on Egypt. Such a tough war, man. It's actually so annoying. It's like that, you know, everyone keeps coming in and coming in and coming in. It's and there's just so much to do, so many little locations to put them on. And you know, you guys know I do like automation quite a lot, the automation of armies and stuff like that, but this is just the type of war where you actually have to focus yourself so much that it's tricky. You can't really do that. And I've been walked into over there. I'm just seeing that now. Okay, let's ransom these guys off so we lose antagonism and try and help here and get it, you know, in time if we can. Okay, already won, so it's not really a problem, but yeah. And actually, I did lose one fairly major battle earlier on. There's this one subject of the Mamluks, Zubala. Yeah, I think when these guys hit me, when they were the leader, who the hell is Zubala? These guys, what makes them strong? By the way, what I want from this war is the entire area of Cilicia. It's actually not that much aggressive expansion, which is good, but I do need to take down the fort in this little location before I can do that. After that, we beat their ass here a little bit. I think they'll be willing to accept, yeah, me nabbing like all of Cilicia. And after that, we're just gonna go for more, you know, next wartime. Otherwise, the Mamluks themselves, I'm crushing them, man. It's literally not a problem at all. Like, look at that, right? But when that one subject leads battles, it's tricky. Took long enough, but they're finally willing to accept. Honestly, as annoying as it was cool to do an actual, even slightly challenging war. So there we go. That's our first war with the Mamluk Sultanate of Egypt done. And except for one little location, which Eretna apparently owns, I just noticed that, Eretna is a subject of the Sutaids, which are in turn a subject of the Jalayirids, I think. Whatever, we'll take care of Eretna later. Almost completely done with the conquest of Anatolia. But yeah, that actually wasn't that much aggressive expansion, especially because we haven't really fought these guys. It's time to go back home and chill a little bit and get back to it with the, you know, southern Greece guys, or Albania, who's a subject of two Sicilies, which in turn, once again, is southern Greece guys, or Serbia or Bulgaria. Nice, Pope is here. Excellent. I always love that. But yeah, low on stab right now because we picked up pike and shot during this war because I wanted to get an edge over the Mamluks. Didn't really help out that much, if I'm being honest. So yeah, we're chilling. Started annexing my biggest subject, Karaman. Yeah, I'm not even making that much from diplomacy. Cyprus, in fact, is giving me more. Whoa, this is super powerful, man. Look at what we got in New World, which, in fact, we can embrace pretty soon. We got trade efficiency. Okay, that's not that big of a deal. Also, improved relations plus 20% is nice. Legislative efficiency is great, but minus 10% proximity cost is actually crazy. And there's lots of other good things over here too, man. Yeah, excellent. I'm just still sad about a freaking printing press. We got speed of integration, which would have helped us a lot. Trade capacity right here, man. Of course, what you call it, where is it? We need to scroll a little bit further down. Yeah, we got the culture's capacity. Very nice. That's another unique one. Crown power, paved road, cabinet seats. All the best things are in printing press, but we're working on pike and shot as well. We got two unique ones right there, so we're gonna pick those up. But I actually don't want to go that way because yeah, we actually don't need the +1 possible government reform because it'll only take up the 7th out of 7 out of 6 that we got. So yeah, just working on pike and shot. New World is wait, it's not spread at all? Okay, we'll suck it out of someone. No big deal. All right, man, we got some new units, so armies are even bigger now. We're absolutely banging. Got some claims on Bulgaria. They're the only guys that are like still super salty. So let's make them even more salty. I'm gonna hit Bulgaria. Still can't threaten war, unfortunately, but it is what it is. Yeah, a bunch of other guys come in. This is their subject, Georgia, Galicia, Kiev. Actually, they got some pretty big allies. Not gonna lie, pretty big allies, but obviously this is like 1,000 times easier than what we just did with the Mamluks. So let's go in, take a couple of provinces. I still have a plan, by the way, even though I've already accepted Bulgarian. It is 1.69. Yeah, it does use quite a lot. So I am eventually going to create a Bulgarian subject that I can improve cultural opinion on once that subject becomes, you know, the leader of the Bulgarian culture, which now it's only Bulgaria. They're the only Bulgarian country, obviously. So enough yapping, let's go in. Probably not even going to raise levies for this one, not even going to lie. The only problem here is they got absolutely a frick ton of forts, dude. Look at this. Oh my. Oh, finally falconets too. If I knew it would be that quick, I would have waited, because falconets like really help out with sieges, man. In fact, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull these guys back, even though we were so you know, ahead on certain sieges, just so I can upgrade to falconets, then go back in. So Bulgaria right now has 8 provinces that I want to take. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think realistically we just do 4 and 4, right? Well, they just unconditionally surrendered or something. Yeah, I suddenly got a 100% war score. Cool. So I'll definitely take the province I declared for. And then how expensive are these two? Because coastline is obviously better. Okay, so that's... I can't do that. I can do that. How much is this one? They're actually all pretty expensive. This is quite a lot of aggressive expansion, but mostly with the same guys. Yeah, it's 4 now. And they'll be left with 4 later. Or do we do 5 now and 3 later? Yeah, I think I'll do 5 now and 3 later. Okay, that's damn, they got a lot of money. That's the war with Bulgaria done. Excellent. Cool, cool, cool. So yeah, just these 3 remaining to finish them off. Obviously, we're going for just the Balkans over here. Maybe I'll create subjects in Wallachia and Moldavia later. We'll see, but yeah. As for the rest of the Balkans, it's still just Serbia, 2 Sicily's minions. Athens and Epirus are actually solo. Epirus is a subject of Athens. And then yeah, we got whatever that is. Who the hell is this? It's a Pope subject. And then some Italian guys over here, Croatia, Hungary, yeah, even Austria actually. Yeah, it'll be fun later on, but still not that much more to conquer in the Balkans. A lot to conquer over this way. But yeah, aggressive expansion now, pretty high. Let's chill. We can do meritocracy? I mean, there are some good things in meritocracy. In fact, most of the things are good, but they're just like weak. Tax efficiency is good, cabinet efficiency is good, legitimacy, it's good, but puny. Yeah, everything is nice. But then again, everything is so cheap, too. I mean, cheap, so quick to research. I'll pick it up. We're not in a rush. I wonder what's happening with France. Who the hell is the Jacquerie? We got some interesting ones in the foreign cultural law, especially for ourselves here, man. This is nice, right, for more assimilation. It's actually not that bad, where, as always, it's more towards religion, but this isn't bad. This one is really good, too, for even more non-cultural levy size, basically an expansion of the Devshirme system. However, it is more expensive to accept one. And then we got this, which is also good, another basically slot, and it makes it cheaper. Honestly, it's rare to see every option that I like. You know, I like all 3 of these options, but I'm gonna go with this one, man. Allow foreign rituals. Yes, I'm gonna do this war. I know it's stupid, but oh, we got great relations. Of course we got great relations. Let's go in. Oh, we're actually at war with the guys that own the rest of the Armenian highlands. Let's keep going then. Frick me. So, what happened? Occupied, but I'm not at war with them. Oh no, they got annexed by the Jalarids, but they're not actually in the war. I haven't seen a bug like this. God damn, man. And I was just about to take all of this and give it to Erzurum too. So now look at the war I'm in. Oh, well, this is just stupid. Okay, well, in the meantime, I was building up a CB on Serbia. I got a religious war CB on them, I think. Yes, I do. They're allied to these tiny guys right here, Georgia and Galicia, as always. They're involved in everything. I want to go in on Serbia, and actually, damn, I'm so close to being a GP and threatening war, man. I want to go in on Serbia because I'm interested in seeing if I can vassalize all of them. Probably not, but let's fight them. It's not possible, at least not with this CB. Damn, if I could threaten war, I could do that. In that case, I do want to have these guys as a vassal, that's the thing, because they actually have quite a lot of cores on other stuff that I need to conquer from, like, Albania and this Pope vassal, so... maybe we can do something like this. Going off cultural-wise, this is mostly Bulgarian, so it'll be cheap to core. Yeah, that's the peace deal I'm going to do with Serbia, and then in the next war, I can probably threaten war, and even if I don't threaten, I'll just vassalize the rest of them and feed a bunch of Albanian and whoever this is stuff to them, so... Okay, that's it, done with Serbia for now. Alright, just picked up New World. Hungary actually fought Serbia. They did me a little service here. It's going to be cheaper to vassalize them and then, you know, give them all of this stuff that's going to be their cores, which is absolutely lovely. I might honestly even give these two provinces that I conquered and am integrating to them when we do that, already spying up on them. So yeah, once again, the next war is going to be with Serbia. But let's research a bit now. Immediately going to head for the 3 things that are unique for us. So we got to get through exploration. I don't know why these are behind this one, since it's whatever, but yeah, let's pick up the things that are unique to us. Actually, let's go with that and then with that. Yeah, okay. Alright, got a CB on Serbia. They've joined up the coalition as well, but it's actually good because I can make Bulgaria and a bunch of alliances. Next month, Dick. There it is. Oh, now I can actually threaten war. It doesn't matter. The only thing I want to do is to vassalize them, so it's not like it's gonna change anything, so no need to threaten war. There we go. And there we go. We will vassalize Serbia, and we can't force convert them, but that's okay. There we go. Serbia is a subject, and we can feed them back a bunch of stuff. Let's improve with them, because they absolutely hate us. Now, fighting Galicia would be a little bit more annoying, because they actually have some pretty good alliances set up right here. They've linked up with Georgia. Georgia apparently is allied to everyone, which is okay. And then Vladimir, but also Muscovy. So if I want to fight Galicia, Georgia and boys, Muscovy actually doesn't have any subject, and then Vladimir and boys. It's really not going to be that bad, because this is the only thing we want. So let's spy on them. Didn't check. I'm a military hegemon. Why am I not a cultural one? 931. Okay, more cultural influence. Cultural influence percent? Local cultural influence. That's what we want. Okay. Damn, I could have a lot more universities. Let's spam those up. Okay, got a CB on Galicia. There it is, religious war. Lots of guys come in, but like I said, it should be chill because it's only for this one thing. Hey, Barbarossa. Nice. Wow, he's actually really good. Hell yeah, I'm gonna get him. Nice. Let's put him in charge of the main fleet here. There he is. Boom. No one to blockade, but actually we can do Georgia. Okay, they'll finally accept. That goes over to Serbia. I got a little rebellion down here, so let's go take care of it. Look at this bullshit, man. So these guys popped out of Karaman, but then I annexed Karaman, so now this is just conquered for me, where it could have been cores. That's actually so stupid. I'm a little bit mad. Look how much I have to integrate here. It's like it's like I did a regular war with someone, man. Good thing I didn't get any antagonism from that. At least I don't think I did. Go back to the clip and watch it to see if I did or not. I can't be bothered, but yeah, so stupid, man. So stupid. Either way, let's hit Bulgaria because our truce with them is up. In fact, I'm gonna go ahead and threaten war on them for, well, I mean, for whatever. Can't even see the locations now, but there we go for that. So now it's 20% less. Excellent. They also got their little subject down here, which is going to be annoying to take, but not a problem. Let's just do focus siege on everything. Why Crimea? No, not Crimea. There we go. Wait, what is this? What? How the hell did this happen? Serbia owns this bit and Bulgaria owns this since when, dude? And who the hell is Hatukai that's on my side? Is a vassal of the Sultanate of the Ottomans. I've never seen anyone here. Maybe this was somebody's vassal? Maybe it was like a Karaman vassal or something. Yeah, I have no intention of expanding here. Hey, nice. Free frickin' city. We can establish this as a city for just 173 ducats and administration center of Bulgaria minus 50% local proximity cost, local proximity stores. Damn, that's actually really powerful. Administration center of Bulgaria. I guess it's like a unique one, right? Hell yeah, we're gonna do that. But are there? No, there aren't. Yeah, you can't actually like manually build those. Yeah, that would have been crazy. But Shoot, maybe that's a good idea for the Ottomans, man. I wonder if they have that for everywhere. You know, maybe that would be a cool addition for the Ottomans. You get like one administration center per area that's not your capital area. So for example, you can put one down in, let's say right there. Then you can put one down in like Thessaloniki, one down in Athens, or basically your most powerful location in every single area. And maybe with the exception of Anatolia, but maybe you should be able to build it in like the Balkans and the Crescent and Egypt. Something like that. Yeah, that's a cool addition. That's the first time I'm seeing this. I don't know if it's possible for other areas or, you know, whatever, but that would be very cool. Yo, they made the cookies into a location in EU4. 5, sorry. Oh, this is a banger right here. Okay, so with Bulgaria, I want everything in Bulgaria. Wallachia, I'm not interested. I'm gonna take this little bit that they have here. Actually, let's take Euboea, however you say that, and this little bit right here, because it is in the Balkans. That is like crazy aggressive expansion, but we're gonna cool off on the Balkans for a little bit now. Yeah, I think it's time to cool off because we've been going ham. We're gonna keep the Patriarchate and another one apparently too. We're gonna keep both. I got a rebellion where? There? That guy? Okay, well, let's beat these guys up because we can't give away stuff if we have a rebellion. Then I'm gonna give this to Serbia, just I don't want to be bothered with it. This I guess I'm gonna keep, and this over here that's Venetian, I'm gonna give over to Crete, who is actually primary Venetian, so they can core that up. It's crazy how fast southern Greece gets destroyed, man. It becomes like Catholic and French or Catalan or Venetian instantly, dude. Okay, rebellion over. Not bad, these integrators, man. 98, 100, 100, 98, 97. Okay, 2 hegemons now. We're also on economic one. Oh, we can force people to divert trade. This is a good one. Yeah, this is a good one. But if you stop being one, it's like, And who the hell is the Maharaja of Hoysala? What the hell? Some southern Indian guy. Raj of Patna? I've played Patna in EU4. They're like this big. So basically, if Sredits right here is like a proximity source or something like that, we should be building roads out of it. Printing press is starting to creep into Europe. I'll give you that. Look, it's in Baghdad. Hey, I am a cultural hegemon. Nice. This one will definitely keep. Cool. That means I can assimilate areas now, which there's really no need to do it. Not really, at least for now. Well, Cilicia we could assimilate, but no, remember I wanted to accept Armenian. And we can tolerate it, and in fact, we can already accept it. It's kind of expensive, but here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go ahead and go into my boys, actions, subjects, improve cultural opinion, and that should be Erzurum for Armenian, yes, and that should make it a little cheaper. Yes, it did. Nice, 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 excellent. Yep, cored up everything there, cool. Annexing Bozok and the Tacitinids right now. Can probably do Sivas as well, but opinion is horrible with them. Wait, isn't like this Sofia, right? I mean, it's kind of right there-ish. Now, I know we said we're gonna lay off of the Balkans for a while, man, but it's just the 2 Sicilies and the Pope are really going ham over here in the western portion. It's like the 2 Sicilies got land over here by themselves. They got Achaia, they got Naxos, they got Albania. But do we go on them first or the Pope first? It's gonna be multiple wars versus both of these guys. This is Ragusa. Who's Ragusa linked up with? Ragusa is a vassal of Hungary. Okay, that's interesting. We got Hungary down here too. These tiny guys are also a vassal of Hungary, so we'll take care of Hungary later. We got a lot to take from them. I think we actually go in on the Pope, man. Who's he allied to? Probably a lot of guys, right? Pope, Utajalan, sure. Grebo, I definitely know who that is. Madeira, yeah. Oh, actually, the 2 Sicilies. See, that's not something I like. I don't want to fight these guys in the same war, man. That's the thing. Well, maybe we do lay off of them for a while. We can go back here and eat up a bunch of these Jalayirid vassals. Georgia owns this. It's just the border war gets me, man. Or we could try and do the Mamluks again. I mean, not try. We succeeded last time. They're still kind of more powerful than me. Still 7 million forts. We could take, like, Dogger, this stuff over here. Yeah, lots of stuff. I'm kind of choice paralyzed right now. And actually, the 2 Sicilies are allied with Hungary. So I guess it would be better to go for the Pope or the Pope's subject. That's exactly what I did. Declaring on the Pope's subject now. I'm just gonna peace out the two Sicilies, maybe make them break the alliance with Hungary or something. Let's go. I gotta say, southern Greece is so unfun. It's just so... It's not fun for me playing here, man. I gotta say, probably my new most hated region. Maritime Southeast Asia. I hate it a lot in EU4 just because of all the boat stuff. Southern Greece now I hate because there's a trillion different locations. You know, at some point you gotta say, stop, alright? We don't need to represent every freaking village and, you know, field of wheat. I'm perfectly happy with Morea here being split into 3 locations. Frick it, I'll be even happier if it's only 1. You know? It's like, it's not fun, man. It's not fun at all. Alright, done for now. Oh, wait, why isn't that? Let me just occupy this. Alright, yeah, done for now, giving all of this to Serbia because everything except for 1 or 2 locations is their core, and I'm also making them end their alliance with the 2 Sicilies, taking some money, and, well, we'll be fighting them again later. But man, was it annoying to piece these guys out. It's just like, you don't even know what you're looking at, man. You don't even know where they're standing unless you zoom in like this or use the other map. I don't know where the fort is. I can't tell from this far. Obviously, I'm not gonna look at this when the war I'm fighting is this big, you know? So, yeah, it was just straight up not fun. I can't wait to wipe all of these guys out and never face them again. Hungary would, of course, be way better. It's so straightforward. You just walk into them, right? But now we got this heir religion law, which I thought this law already existed. I don't know why it swapped out of anything. I don't want my heirs to be any religion, and it's not like we don't got heirs. We got 1 million heirs, dude. Anyone can be the heir right here. But I don't know why it's prompting me to pick it. Frick it. Any religion for the heir. There we go. Yeah, that wasn't bad at all. I wonder, man, and I said this earlier too, do we destroy the Tarnovo market? Because it isn't here right at the start, right? Dubrovnik will expand a little bit like this way, I'm assuming from that. Constantinople will also expand a little bit this way, but I don't know. I think for now, just because we do own it, it would be nice to keep it. Oh, you can see the sound toll is in this map mode. They really should add back the one over here, I think, but yeah, and I'm just still figuring out how to try and approach this 2 Sicily-Hungary thing, man. Because these wars are just so overwhelming, dude. They're just so overwhelming. They do outnumber me like this. Obviously, it's not a problem. We could easily beat them back just like we did the Mamluks, but yeah, tricky, trying to figure out who to fight next still. We are making like crazy money. I could probably run another army. If one of these takes up 60, it's really not going to be that bad. I am now 4 hegemons. The only one I'm not is a naval one. I need 106 heavies. I'm sorry, but I do not need 106 heavies. Do not, bro. You know what? I'm going in. This is going to be annoying as hell, but we got claims on province on Albania from Serbia right here. I think I just got to go back to my old trusted strategy of one army on auto siege, the other army on auto battle. I think that's the most efficient, man. At least for me, playing on speed 5, right? Otherwise, if you'd play on slower speed, obviously everything is more manageable. But, you know, I like to create my own suffering. So I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to hit Albania right here and take literally as much as I can from the 2 Sicilies and their subjects, Albania, Achaea, and Naxos right here. Try and knock out Hungary as fast as possible. Aragon is in this as well. Verona is going to bring in some troops too. Hungary does have a pretty sizable professional army, it seems. So, yeah, I think that's going to be it, man. So there we go. There's the declaration on Albania. This is who we're fighting. Obviously, a lot of people. We're going to go ahead and raise up all our levies right here. And yeah, one of these guys is going to siege. The other is going to fight. I got this Chinese guy that I'm going to make a general. Actually, this guy's really good too. Damn, the 99 on that and on that is like really strong. Yeah, let's put that guy in charge, man. Hell yeah. Yeah, so got the one guy's on auto siege. This guy's going to hunt armies in... I wish I could select... Well, actually, I can do it like this, can't I? So... Always a good time when you got to pause a war to arrange 17 marriages for your heir. We're chilling, man. We're chilling. These guys need to be ransomed off. It's okay, man. The war is going all right. The auto siege guys are doing their thing. I actually have a manual control of the battle army right here because they weren't doing that much. I wish this screen told you who the allies were and who the subjects were, or I'm blind or something, but Hungary, man, they're actually fairly close to accepting. Yeah, just gotta beat their ass a little more. If we take a look at it like this... All right, Aragon and Verona, too. Yeah, usually everyone's are willing to accept a white peace around the same time, so we'll just keep going, man. But in the meantime, let's do some testers. Why can't I can't click this. Okay, now I can click it. What the hell? Okay, there we go. So if we do, let's see what the damage is. If we try and take like everything Naples has over in the Balkans, which is pretty much that. Yeah, that's crazy. That's not happening. Frick me. We'll see what's beneficial once they're the only ones left. Wait, where? What is that? Okay, I annexed Sivas, but that they shouldn't be a patriarchate. I don't think they were. Oh, they were Coptic. Yeah, I'm keeping all of these because, you know, it gives us tolerance of other beliefs and people don't hate us. If we dissolve it, people hate us, so that's why I'm keeping them all. I mean, didn't the Ottomans keep them all? I think they kind of did, didn't they? Oh, meanwhile, Reformation has spawned. Obviously, we don't get a pop-up for it because it doesn't pertain to us, but yeah, we're chilling, man. We're chilling. Almost everything is our core here, too. Whether from accepting cultures or converting stuff, because we are assimilating quite a lot here. Yeah, I'm actually very satisfied with how everything is going, but obviously this war is tanking our economy, man. Before this war, we were making about 400 a month. Now we're only down to 50-something. Obviously, we've lost people, we got occupations, prosperity is going down, but yeah, let's keep going, man. Excellent. Hungary is finally willing to accept. Okay, there's no point in making them end alliances, man, because they just re-link up again. So what I'm gonna do is just get war reps. In fact, they won't give me that. They won't give me anything, will they? Okay, there we go. Simple white peace on Hungary. If they're willing to accept, everyone else should be as well. Perfect. Is that all the allies? No, it's Bardi that's still in. And then we got Perigord, who's still in. I don't even know who that is. Wait, no, this is the main one, isn't it? Yeah, that's the main one. All of these other guys are subjects. Almost separate beast right there, but now they should be willing to accept. So Serbia has a bunch of cores here on a bunch of Albania stuff. If I transfer occupation of this to them, let's see. Yeah, we can give them that one as well. Is that all of their cores? That is all of their cores. So we do, I don't know why I can't click these. Wow, that is actually so much. That's actually crazy. If we full annex Albania here, obviously the top guy doesn't get it. Why does Bulgaria care so much? I think I want to do this, man. I think I want to do this, if I'm being honest. Yeah. And they're actually not even willing to accept that. Let's keep going a little more then. Okay, now they're willing to accept. We gotta get more aggro, man. That's the thing. We gotta get more aggro. So there it is. I'm gonna make them annul with Hungary. They are willing to accept. What about war reps? They're not. So let's just take some money. About 200 ducats. And there we go. The war is done. Actually, a massive war with the two Sicilies. Oh, that's Northern Epirus. Okay. Yeah, man. As far as expansion goes in EU5, I feel like you definitely can keep up with the pace of like some historical mega expansions. Let's just compare the Ottomans, right? 1526. They were a lot bigger than this. Can you do that in EU5? Yes. But it feels like if you do it, you're doing something wrong. At least that's how I feel, right? Like, we could definitely, yeah, even own all of Egypt by this point, man, if you go super aggro or something like that, but it just doesn't seem right. It feels like I'm not playing the game like I'm supposed to, you know? You know what I mean? Let me know what you think about, like, a rapid expansion like that, you know? Like someone historically did, like the Ottomans, for example, right? Yeah. I wonder, but that's that war done, man. That's that war done. I actually need to give some stuff to Serbia because it flipped back. And then we'll just start coring stuff up, simple. Oh, I thought I was keeping an eye on these guys, but I wasn't. I got Orthodox Zealots. It's not a big deal. They actually only have like 2 forts. Oh, 3. Cool. Okay, this is not a problem. Yeah, easy. All right, quick in and out war here versus Athens and Northern Epirus. They both have like only 1 location. And we're done. Taking this one for myself, this one for a vassal, and excellent. That's a nice little war cleaned up. Okay, only guys down here are left are Achaia. That has went to Achaia as well, and then this one little Hungarian location, and then Bodonica right here, which is a Hungarian subject. Yeah, this is all gonna have to be taken out in the next war. We do with 2 Sicilies and or Hungary, depending on if they re-ally each other or not. But yeah, if we go in on Hungary proper, obviously easy cleanup down here, and then we'll take a big chunk over here because Serbia does have quite a lot of cores. Obviously, there's no reconquest, but yeah, still, this can be given to them. Finally, man, the Age of Discovery is about to end, and I can finally embrace the printing press. I'm doing it immediately, obviously. If it had spawned in Europe, obviously, we'd be chilling, but it spawned in Demak, which is in, it's in Indonesia, if you guys don't know. So, yeah, there we go. Finally embracing the printing press. In fact, I'm gonna stop researching all of this right here because the stuff we need from it is far more important. For example, let's try and find it right here. Yeah, all of these things right here pretty much. We can do even more culture's capacity. We're actually really strong on culture's capacity, by the way, but what I really want is this right here. Cabinet seats, paved road, baby. If we take a look at the road map, it's like the only paved roads are in India. Yeah, pretty cool. Also, wait, hold up. What is paved roads? They're not talking about asphalt, right? They're talking about like cobblestone or whatever, right? I feel like those kind of existed before that, unless it's completely different. Unless this is like paved road, right? Yeah, interesting. Oh, that's a lake. Another subject has finally been annexed. Now, I do have already a pretty sizable Armenian population. Look at this, boys. We're actually really strong. Oh, we already accepted it, right. Well, there's not other cultures that are big enough that warrant accepting. Yeah, look, Albanian, 1% of our country, it's only gonna take up like 1, or Pontic. Yeah, 3%, 1.16, it's not worth it. There's just so few of them, and they are getting converted, so... yeah, big cultures accept, smaller ones basically convert, honestly. What? The Pope declared war on me and the boys? Wait, crusade? They're actually crusading me. Oh my god, who has joined? A new crusade will be targeted. Targeting the Ottomans is created. Genoa will be invited. Venice will be invited. Aragon, the Knights, and Parma. That can't be it, can it? That can't be it. What is Genoa, Venice, Aragon, the Knights, and Parma gonna do, man? Well, alright, Pope. Thank you for the free land. Thank you for the free land. Everything that they have over here is in the Balkans. Super simple. This goes to Serbia. If we take a look at it like this, this goes to Serbia, and I create a brand new subject here. It can be like Croatia or Bosnia or whoever has scores on that. I'm never gonna say no to free land. Even if the other guys join, even if they don't, it doesn't matter. Wait, now it kind of matters. Now it kind of matters because the two Sicilies, Aragon and Bohemia, who I'm a little bit scared of, have joined. Let's take a look at the HRE. They're the Emperor. Okay, slightly more respectable Crusade. Slightly more respectable Crusade, but that right there, ladies and gentlemen, just 2 years short of my target of 1537, but I think this is a good place to end it, is right where we're gonna call episode 2 of this Ottoman Grand Campaign, man. Honestly, I thought we'd be a lot more aggro with the expansion this campaign, man, but obviously because of aggressive expansion, because of the alliances, and because of how many hundreds of locations we need to get, that's not as fast as possible. So this might even be a grand campaign that's bigger than 3 parts. But aside from that, man, we scaled massively. We're now the number 6 great power in the world, firmly holding 4, 5, 6, something like that. Income is massive. We got big professional armies. We could have even bigger ones, honestly. And yeah, finally got the printing press around, so that's gonna help a lot with more cabinet slots, more control and stuff like that. So we are looking mighty fine. Next episode, man, we're gonna continue with the same. Actually, finally gonna wrap up the Balkans next episode, and we're gonna start pushing hard over into this region right here, which, you know, once the next stages come around, integration is super quick. Unfortunately, we still got to do province by province. We don't have areas just yet because that's all the way in the Age of Absolutism, which is the 5th age. So maybe we're going to get there, maybe not. We'll see. But honestly, man, I think a pretty good place to leave it off for episode 2 right here. Right as this crusade war declared, we have big potential for massive expansion over here if we beat these guys up. We could crush Naples and take all of this from them. We could crush the Pope and take all of this from them. And then really the only war we have to do in the Balkans after that is going to be versus Hungary. And I guess whoever this is right here and a little bit from Austria, but we can like fully focus on this region over here. So I think this, in the midst of a crusade, is a pretty good place to leave it off. But if you boys enjoyed this video, man, make sure to leave a like if you haven't already. It lets me know that you are enjoying this grand campaign. Subscribe if you haven't already. And yeah, man, leave a comment below what you think of this campaign so far. But that's it for me for now. See you next time.